Ni hao. Can you say ni hao? That's how you say hello in Mandarin. Welcome to Patrika's Little Star Cafe. Facts that are fast, fun, and keep you happy. Today is Tuesday, April 19th, 2022. And here are today's matters for chatter. Number 1. Happy Pandaversary. It's the 50th birthday of the big gift China gave to the US Zoo. Ling Ling and Xing Xing are celebrating 50 years in America. China gives the pandas to zoos and gets money in return. Plus, any pandas born outside of China must also be returned so that they can be sent elsewhere for money. What did the US get in return? 2 cutie pies. Who doesn't love a cuddly panda? But China uses them as soft diplomacy. The Coochie Moochie bears soften the image of dictatorial hard China. The US now feels it's time to relook at the US-China panda politics again. Are pandas a mere noise to cover up human rights issues in China and trade bullying? Everyone needs to get tough on China. But is it possible? Number 2. Speaking of China, the shutdown of Shanghai due to rising COVID situation is causing ripples in economies elsewhere. Many of our essentials depend on a running Chinese economy, and without that, not only will ports function, but nothing will reach ports in the first place. Which means make sure you use your valuable laptops and phones and TVs dearly. They might not be replaceable for a while. Number 3, there is so much talk about cryptocurrency and NFTs and metaverse that is it even possible that we can live in an old-fashioned world and ignore the next internets? For people said the same thing for the World Wide Web years ago, and even for e-commerce. Cryptocurrencies have a purpose, to transcend boundaries. What's the purpose of the metaverse? Escapism? More time away from reality? There is a fantasy in it somewhere, but is this where the entire world really wants to go? What about personal connects? And what about NFTs or non-fungible tokens? These are digital collectibles. Are they even real? Well, if someone paid $2.9 million for the first tweet by Jack Dorsey, it must be something. But the owner is now having a tough time selling it, with only 2% of its value realized. Although he probably won't sell it now, it's like hanging on to a baseball card. When someone needs it for their collection, a true price will also come. And now for today's mega matter. The world is going through a lot of pain, seeing people divided on color of skin and religion. And years ago, it was much tougher still to make a mark, keeping in mind skin tones. But is that fair? The story of a famous Hollywood actress, Merle Oberon, after whom a famous emerald necklace is named, will come forth in a book. She was born in India to British and Maori parents, but when she reached Hollywood, she showed that she's from Tasmania, an island near Australia, but so far from the US, she thought that no one would bother to remember. But when she became famous, people in Australia became curious of her childhood there. And was it even real? Well, soon it was revealed that she had lied. While we can judge her for this lie, back then to be accepted in a foreign culture was a daunting task, and for someone as ambitious as her, she didn't want her ethnicity to be a reason for not being chosen. It is sad, but unfortunately to a degree still true. The world has come a long way, but even now people will anglicize their names to fit in, including eminent personalities. Is this entirely wrong though? Today's word of the day is emerald. That's a precious green color stone found in places like Colombia, Africa, and Afghanistan. And finally, for today's quote of the day, we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. That's a quote by Albert Einstein. Thank you for listening, and do send us your questions and comments via WhatsApp, or you can email us at diptyanti@gmail.com. Take care. Lots of love, Dipti Auntie. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Do you know how loved you are?